You guys obviously were competitive in that first half. You're only down 14-10. What do you think happened in that second half?
Well, I think part of it is, I mean, we had 11 penalties for 120 yards tonight, and they had 2 for 11. We really hurt ourselves and stuff. We had opportunities to get off the field, and we extended drives. We had a chance to move the ball offensively, and we got caught with offside penalties and things like that. But a bunch of incidental contact penalties. Our guys are played with great effort, but you can't make those kind of mistakes. And I got a major penalty on our sideline, which should have never happened. So that's the biggest thing is we got to clean up our football. You can't come into this place against a team of this caliber and play a tight game without playing a clean game. And we were playing a tight game because we were relatively clean. But then it got away from us.
Mark, sorry. Is there a concern that 3-10? Do you think are you worried that guys might begin to tune out because there's?
Well, that remains to be seen. We had a good talk in there. I mean, this team knows they're loved and respected for the work that they do each and every day. We are right in the thick. We're trying to stop the bleeding, so to speak, and we haven't been able to do that collectively for a number of different reasons. We'll see this week. I mean, we got a chance here this week to come together as a football team. We're going to be away from home for almost 8 or 9 days now, and we'll get a better look at each other. We'll get a chance to have 3 good days of practice, to get better as a football team, assess our injury situation, and move on from there. And we'll see how this thing goes. I don't have those kind of expectations. How could I? I've got so much respect for these guys, but we'll see as we move along. But I tend to see the glass half full. I think we've got good leadership on this team, and I think we'll find a way to weather this storm. We know it's going to pass eventually. We're building some backbone along the way. We're learning some life lessons along the way, and it'll be another opportunity next week to see how far we can go with this.
Speaking of injuries, did you have a chance to talk to the docs or check in on anyone?
I have not, but we've got some injuries.
Mark, offensively, you guys responded from their opening touchdown by going down the field and scoring your own touchdown, and then it didn't seem like.
As I said, we had some drives where we stopped ourselves. We took ourselves out of field goal range. We missed a field goal.
Yes.
We had a couple of penalties right on their side of the field moving in, and we couldn't overcome that. You can't against this is the #1 defense in the league in all categories. When you can move the ball down the field in a clean drive the way we did, running and throwing it, that's exceptional against a team like this. They don't get that very often. And then we were able to move the ball a little bit, but we stubbed our toe by, whether it was a tip ball or whether it was a penalty, we just couldn't sustain. We didn't play clean enough football like we did on the first drive to sustain.
Was there any thought to changing things up by changing quarterback in the second half?
No, there wasn't. We're going to stick with Mac through the entire game, and he did a lot of good things again, but you can't do it alone. It takes a continuity football to get it done, and we just didn't get it done tonight.
Mark, Dexter, you're able to get Dexter. You're able to get Dexter involved a little bit. Any initial impressions?
Yeah, I thought you could feel his speed out there, and his quickness, and he had some positive runs, certainly not just early on, but at the end of the game too, he got a chance to show his speed and his quickness, and that's what we've seen. We just haven't had a chance to get him on the field, and we certainly did, and I'm sure he'll continue to be a part of what we're doing.